UgoNiteNite@gmail.com. And we're getting started. So spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, Core Hall Compound, we have the red Zerg. The guy we'll be trying to improve his play for today, UgoNiteNite. And his opponent in the top right-hand corner of the map, as the blue Protoss, is Magnus. DVP guys, we're going to be watching UgoNiteNite's build. We're going to be trying to figure out what he can do differently, what he can do better to improve. Doing your 9 Overlord, everything looking standard, Droning up. Should be seeing you do a 15 pull. That is really the best build to do right now. You're currently not constantly building drones. You're actually sitting on a lot of them. Yeah, there you go. Make sure you're constantly building those drones. He's going for a forward fast expand. Okay. You're up to 15 supply. Should be seeing that spawning pool go down already. Because you're already up to 200 minerals, but you're not doing it. UgoNiteNite. So you're going hatch first. Don't ever go hatch first against Protoss because he can cannon rush you like this. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. This is why you don't go hatch first. You go spawning pool first. You go 15 pool. Now you're going to try and break out of here, but you're going to have to cancel this hatchery. You still don't have a spawning pool, so you cancel it. You still haven't started that spawning pool. You might as well, there's a cool trick you can do where you're going to take all of your drones, UgoNiteNite, all of them, and you're going to be spam right-clicking this mineral pack, okay? It stacks them up. It stacks all your drones up, and then you're going to quickly right-click this pylon, and all 15 of them will tack it at once, okay? All 15 will hit it at once, and then they'll spread out. Then you're going to spam right-click this again, get them to stack. Right-click this pylon. All 15 again will hit it at once. Spam right-click this away. Close one doesn't work. Does it really matter which one you right-click? Okay, then you click the far one then. Either way, you click a mineral pack, you stack them up, then you right-click the pylon. And eventually, you'll be able to get through this pylon with a lot of drones a lot quicker and get us around. Yeah, I've messed with it. Okay. So right-click this one, then you click the pylon. Right-click this one, click the pylon. Eventually, you'll break through and you can stop the cannon rush. But never go hatch first versus Protoss because they can do stupid cannon rushes like this. So now, the cannon is up. You're gonna have to get roaches to break out of this. You still have not started that spawning pool. You still haven't started it. You're sitting on 600 minerals right now. You might as well throw down a macro hatchery right off the bat. How'd you fuck up, Bugnish? How'd you fuck up? After this replay. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So there you go, finally adding that micro hash. You're getting the Roach one. Roach one's going to be needed to break this. Again. Yeah, you can, Boogles. Again, you can't break this without roaches. I mean, you could break it with lings, but it would take a shitload of them, and it wouldn't be really cost efficient. So you're getting a very fast layer as well. You're not building roaches. You're just like saying, okay, I'm content with being contained. Your priority should be getting out of this, not teching up. Your priority should have been, okay, I want to break the fuck out of this. You're just now building those 9 roaches. He's doing an expand. He just got a Cybernetic Squares. He has first Stalker on the way. He's not really mining efficiently. He doesn't have 3 guys in that gas. His cannon placement is very silly. Again, you're taking out those pylons. That's what you need to do. Micro forward a little bit better so you can get out of here. He's got a lot of cannons though, so what you want to probably do is just run by. Run behind, not go through them like that. If you get behind, you can attack the pylons from back here and be able to run into some of them. You seem upset, UgoNiteNite, but actually you can't. Okay. You're just in a very rough position at this point. You're just in a very, very rough position. It's going to be hard for you to come back. Roaches coming forward, you're engaging into these cannons, you need to swing around and go for these pylons. Those should be priority, and you're losing way too many roaches in the process. So you take out those cannons, you get the probe, that's awesome. He's invested so much. So let's look at how much he's invested into this. He had the original 3 pylons. He had a bunch of cannons. Right now, he's already lost 1,200 minerals, or 1,200 resources. So we have 50 for the probe. Then we got 300, 600, 750, 850, and then what was it? 850, 900 for the probe. So that's 2,100 resources lost after you clean this up versus your 1,700. And you should not have even... Oh, that's fine. I wanted you guys to do it after anyway. But he's going to lose 2,100 replays or resources after this, when you shouldn't have lost as much as you had. You could have saved a lot of your resources here. You could have kept a lot more alive. A lot more alive. And came out on top of this. I mean, you shouldn't be in this position at all. And you're like saying, okay, I'm content with being on one base. You're building more roaches. Right now you need to double expand. Take this 3rd base, take this natural base. You need to get more queens, start your creep spread, have an Evo chamber, because, I mean, any low levels Protoss is going to follow up with Void Rays, because they're all pussy bastards. That's just what they do. I'm glad you like it, Ciard. That's awesome. Makes me happy when I see people compliment me like that. Now we do have you not injecting that larva. You gotta constantly inject that larva. Destiny's it's my favorite quote from Destiny. Injects are like breathing. You stop breathing, you die. You stop injecting, you die. Before you work on anything, inject should be your priority. There are so many times, even at the top level of play, where Zergs will lose because they are not injecting. Some people will be like, oh no, you just got crushed, but most casters aren't smart enough to point it out. They'll see queens at hatcheries, like sitting with like 100+ energy, and the Zerg will be floating 3,000 minerals, and then they'll die. It's because they're not constantly injecting. So here comes those Void Rays, you gotta get those transfusions on. So you're gonna hold this off for now. You have the double Evo chamber, you're building 3 spore colors, that's gonna help. Queen's doing what they can. Income tab, you're 30 to 31. You're adding on more queens. You're not getting those injects. Not getting those injects. I'm glad you like CR. Thank you. You're getting that +1 range attack. You're starting that creep spread. He's got a lot of fucking Void Rays, so you need a lot of queens. Constantly be injecting. You need to be constantly building roaches. You don't have much of a bank right now. You have a lot of gas right now. So if you're ever in this situation where you have a shitload of gas, you're going Hydroden, that is okay. I would rather you go Infestors at this point. With 2,000 gas floating and almost no minerals, you could get a shitload of Infestors. A shitload of Infestors, and fungal growth would be so key. Hydras are going to be a nice touch as well. Having a pinch of Hydras. Don't commit to them too much. You don't want like a half composition. You want like a pinch of Infestor, just like maybe 6 to 7 Hydras, and then the rest Infestor Roach. That would be so very, very helpful. Because you just have so much gas. I know you don't like Infestors, but that's... You're playing Zerg, bro. You're going to need them in all 3 matchups. You don't really have a choice. In any Zerg army, it's nice to have a pinch of Infestors. You don't have to do Destiny style where you have 20 of them. You just need a pinch. 4 to 5. You don't even need that much sometimes. 3 to 4, 2 to 3, just a little bit of Infestor. 1 fungal growth on those Void Rays will give your Hydras enough time to fuck them in the face. It's that easy. I want to commend something though. After that huge contain, look at your creep spread, man. This is looking pretty good. You've already connected to your 3rd base. That is awesome. You're already on the map. You have the presence. That is great. You're still spreading the creep. Oh, you UgoNiteNite, man. You must watch me cast on play all the time and hear me bitching about creep, because you are doing a very good job about this. He's got his 3rd base now, though. You haven't really scouted in a very long time. Have you seen the 3rd base? No. You've seen the natural base get taken. Okay. You haven't seen anything in the main. You have to spread those overlords to look at your overlords. I know he does. Excuse me. He has Void Rays, but you still need to have them spread out slightly. He's not going to be able to find them all. He's not even moving around. So at this point, you're moving across the map. You have your Hydras, you have your Roaches, you got +1/+1. You're going to be able to deny this 3rd base. He hasn't really had much of an army. His army is the Void Rays. This guy is really, really bad. Like, let's look at the supply right now. And let's look at the units lost tab. He's actually lost almost 1,000 more resources than you. mainly because of that failed fucking cannon rush. It looks like, I mean, you're probably feeling frustrated as shit this entire game, UgoNiteNite. You're actually miles ahead right now, like, extremely. Like, if you don't win this game with this push, you're like, oh, wow. You're bad. You're bad, UgoNiteNite. I'm sorry, man. I hate to say it, but now he's supply blocked. You're up almost 100 supply. He has no infestors, or no sentries. You could be maxed right now. You could be maxed right now if you're hitting your injects. Look how much queen, like, look, you could actually have 50 extra food in infestors right now with the gas, the minerals, and the energy you have lying around that you have not been injecting. You could be maxed. That's it. You could be winning. This game should be over, UgoNiteNite. Unfortunately, though, he's a fucking cheesy bastard. He's got DTs now. He's got DTs right now. So he's sending the DTs across the map. You got the 2 queens here. When you have Void Rays on the map, you should have had a spore at each base already, so these DTs probably going to snipe your 3rd base. Every time you expand, especially after the 16-minute mark, you need to have 1 spore and 2 spine callers at each base. 1 spore, 2 spines. If you have a good army control and you split your army perfectly and you're reliable on your just your army control, you can get away with 1 spore, 1 spine. But to be safe, 1 spore, 2 spines. Every single one of your fucking bases you take. And this won't happen. We're about to see these DTs probably going to snipe this 3rd base and do a shitload of damage. So here they come in. They're going straight for that hatchery. 1 spore, 2 space, or 1 spore, 2 spines saves that. Your queen runs away. DT's going into the natural base. You do have spores here. You don't have any spines in your natural, though. And he's warping in so many DTs right now. Like, this is overkill on DTs. This is, like, ridiculously stupid DT amount. Now you're engaging. Because you have no overlords on the map, you're actually not going to have any way to stop these DTs. So you're going to do a good amount of damage here if you commit. But look how fast the DTs are just plowing through your army, man. You might not even get this Nexus because you didn't have any overlords in position. As soon as you saw there was DTs on the map, you should not have committed without an overlord being in position. So you just lost your entire army. You're almost maxed to his 80 supply, and now you're only up 40 supply. Not the best engagement for you. You're still floating those 4,000 gas, man. You overcommitted to the gas. You're just now throwing down those spine collars. You need to get a spore there as well. But you have so much gas. Infestors, man. You gotta start going them. I know you said in chat you don't like going infestors, but you don't have a choice, really. You have to go infestors. You don't really have that choice. When you have this much gas, you can, like, almost max out on infestors right now. Burrow them, send them across the map, shit out 3 million infested Terran, and kill his entire game. Entire base. Like, you have 4,000 gas, man. That's so many infestors. And now you're still committing to this Hydra tech. He's got Colossus out and Archon, so they're just going to get roasted. You just have such a huge gas bank. It makes me want to cry. Makes me want to cry. So again, he's got the DT on the map with the Observer. That is smart on his part, killing up your creep. You have your Overseer coming forward with your army. So you're getting Overlord speed, which is nice. It's going to help you with the Overseer. You got your 3rd base. Should have had a spore here. Don't really need an Overseer here. You want at least 2 Overseers with your army, because if they blink underneath it and snipe one of your Overseers, you're kind of dead. I mean, he's a cheesy bastard. So you're denying this 3rd base again. That's a good point. Let's talk about your hotkeys. You have none. You have your hatcheries keybound, and that's it. So you're not really... you need to have your army keybound. You need to have your queens keybound. That's very important. I mean, you don't have actually any keybinds except for your hatcheries, and that's bad. So you're taking this 3rd base. You got the spine and spore wall. That is sexy, but you need to have it closer to your hatchery, because if he does a warp prism drop over here, he can get in range of this. So you need to have those closer. You have an engagement up here. You're getting roasted again. The Colossus are just going to fry your Hydras, and then you're remaxing with 12 Hydras. No. You need to have a Spire a lot sooner than this. This is the key of scouting. Let's go to what you've seen. You haven't seen shit. Look how exposed this double robo is. This is so easy to scout. Like, you don't even have to go into the base to scout the double robo. and you have no clue he's going double Colossus. You could have had a Spire in time. Upgrades, you're 2-2. You're just now starting that Spire in Infestation Pit, so you're getting that Hive on the way. You gotta start building a lot of Corruptors, though, because he's going double Robo Colossus. You don't know this, though. He's double expanding. You have your 4th base. You're mining out of 6 gases. Again, you have a huge gas bank, low mineral bank. You're gonna go deny this 3rd base, or 4th base, rather. Hydra's getting split up from the army. Ooh, going for some Colossus, that would be very nice. You need to be careful, though, because Storms do a lot of damage. You're engaging into this Cloak. Storms do so much damage to Hydra's. Colossus is just devouring you. You can't engage just without the Corruptors or the Brood Lords. Again, you're still having that huge gas bank. A lot going on. What? Oh, get out here. Please.
I'm tearing up something.
What? I told you I'm doing the stream right now, and you're bugging me. Let me see it. Let me see it. Been waiting weeks for it. Alright. Now go away. It's a thing for StarCraft. It's a little button that makes noise. Don't worry about it. Go back to your watching TV or whatever. I wish it said nuclear launch protected. Guys, it's my GG button. Came in the mail right now. We'll get back to you in a second, UgoNiteNite. Alright? We'll get back to you in a second. My GG button, though. I'm glad it's here. Look how badass that looks. Look how badass that looks. No! Oh, the batteries aren't included! What the fuck? I feel so upset right now. I feel so upset right now. I feel so upset right now. I feel so cheaped out, man. This sucks. This sucks. I was so excited to push it, and I just got fucked. Oh man. After this game, I'm gonna go see if we have AAA batteries someplace. Damn. Now I can't get the fucking battery slot back on. Oh, GG button just GG'd me. So, at one point, let's go back to the replay, UgoNiteNite. I opened my GG button, but it didn't come with batteries. And I'm upset. So, let's go back to the game. At one point, UgoNiteNite, are you casting any trades events soon? I cast Playhem every Monday through Wednesday night, and every Monday and Friday, or Wednesday and Friday morning. But, back to the game. Back to the game. Income tab, guys. He's up to 40 drones. That's not a good amount. You are ahead 40 to 20, though. Playhem have been canceled, guys. Playhem, we're having problems with the website. Playhem until we announce as being canceled. Like, there's no more dailies going, no more tournaments going on because we're having a lot of errors with the site. So no more Playhem until we fix that problem, unfortunately, guys. Now, guys, we're up 109 supply to 149. At one point, you were max versus his 80 supply. And now you're, like, barely ahead on supply. Because you're going Roach Hydra versus this double Colossus Archon ball. I guess all the Archons are dead, but... And you're going Roach Hydra. So now you're going Broodlord Text. You have a shitload of Corruptors here, but you don't have anything that support the Corruptors. You know what supports Corruptors very well? UgoNiteNite? Infestors. Infestors do so well. Queens and Roaches. Infestor, Queen, Roach... Broodlord composition, man. Have Corruptors in there as well. You have that shitload of gas, man. Get the shitload of gas. Can you still do the Zoya show from your channel? Well, yeah, I'll still do the Zoya show on Playhem's channel, actually. But the Zoya show is only Monday through Thursday. So there we go. We got the Broodlords again. You've been up-rolling Roach attack, or you're just not getting that melee attack, which kind of sucks. Game time's 38 minutes. I mean, I know I've been bitching about it the entire time, UgoNiteNite. And this isn't gonna change. I'm hoping like my bitching is gonna affect the replay somehow. I'm gonna see you queue up 20 infestors, but come on, like I have to emphasize the importance. So you're maxed again. 181 supply to 102. Yeah, there we go. He's gonna start making those infestors. Good. You gotta start getting used to them, man. You have to use them in all 3 matchups. They are very important. It's like me saying I'm not gonna use the Marine. Like, can't be like that. So you got 3 attack for your roach about on the way. You got your brood lords here. His army is like this is so pussy shit, man. You should crush this. This should be done. You're just not doing it though. You're not ending the game. So here comes your engagement. And then you left the game? Why the fuck did you leave the game? You won! Oh, he left the game. Oh, that's you. That's you. He left. For some reason, I thought you left. Oh, shit. Okay. 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 Well, you won. You should have won a lot quicker. You have a huge bank now. Your drone count is very weak. So let's go. We're gonna move past this where I thought you lost, where you left. I thought you raged out. We're gonna move past this, and we're gonna go into the first problem. Don't go hatch first versus Protoss. You saw what happened. You fucking goofed, man. You fucking goofed. You lost that. You had to cancel that hatchery. You got 15 pull. 15 pull, and then you can get your hatchery after that. Anytime after 16 harvesters, after 16 food, you can get your hatchery. If you don't think he's gonna block you, you can get your hatchery as early as possible. But you have to go pull first, or you're gonna be fucking losing that hatchery every time. Drone up a little bit more, but this was an awkward game from you. It's hard to dictate your drone count off of this. It's just hard to like point out when you need the drone. Roach Hydra's bad. Don't do it. It's bad. Colossus just rape it. Spread your overlords, man, because when you did that big push, you had no overlords across the map to warp into overseers. Yes, I did get your game, 3rd degree. I'll do you after the coaching lesson, because you sent it last night. I think that's it, man. And use fucking infestors! I could be pushing this button right now. GG, replay over, but